clap for us. Thank you. How we doing, guys? We're doing good? Right now? It's good to hear. It's good to be here in New York, guys. I have a lot of family out here in New York. My grandmother lives in Harlem. I went to go visit her recently. She turned 91 years old, guys. 91. Thank you. Appreciate that. 91. 91 just sounds like a number, doesn't it? Like, you don't really understand how old 91 is until I went to her apartment and she has this old black and white photo of herself hanging on the wall. And in this photo, she's still really old. I'm convinced she hasn't had a childhood, guys. She's just been old forever. Guys, a lot of people do crazy things on their 21st birthday. I didn't do anything crazy. I did go to the liquor store, you know, it's tradition. Get a few beers, get a few bottles, right? I was with a buddy of mine, and we're gonna pay for it. And as we get to the cashier, there's a guy next to the cashier, and he looks at us, he goes, "You guys look way too young to be buying alcohol." And my friend has a big mouth, he's like, "It's none of your fucking business, dude," right? And then the guy pulled out his police badge, and we looked at each other like, yeah, it's kind of his business. You know, he kind of deserves to know. So we give him our IDs. There's nothing to be scared about. We're both over 21. Like, we're not doing anything illegal. So he checks my friend's ID. He checks out. And then he checks my ID, and he's, like, not sure what day it is, you know? So he goes through his phone, and he figures out it's my 21st birthday. So as he's giving back my ID, he goes, "You know, you're very lucky that you weren't here yesterday." I was like, "I don't think you understand how luck works. There's a very good reason I wasn't here yesterday, you know? This was thoroughly planned out, okay?" Guys, I got to see my nephew recently, and I like hanging out with my nephew. He's 8, and I call him my practice kid, and I'll give you an example why. I was swinging him in the parking lot because after we're done eating at a restaurant, we're going back to the car, and he wanted me to swing him, so I'm swinging him, and he decided to give himself an extra running jump that I wasn't prepared for. I just kind of left my hand. It must have looked really messed up from the outside perspective because it looked like I just threw a child onto pavement, you know? But he falls on the floor, and I was like, oh my God, like, he could have gotten seriously hurt, you know? He could have definitely, like, hit his head or something like that. I'm like, thank God I have this practice kid, you know? I can't be doing this with my own kid. This is way too dangerous for that. So, I don't know, race comes up very, very randomly in my life sometimes. You know, as a comedian, we have to travel a lot, do gigs in different places. I was doing this one gig in New Jersey, and before I could even touch the microphone, there was a lady in the front row who heckled me, and she goes, "Oh, you know his daddy probably helped build the Great Wall of China, right?" I was like, damn. First of all, I'm no historian, but I'm pretty sure the Great Wall wasn't built in the 1970s, you know? And I am 100% sure it wasn't built by Koreans, because that would be weird, guys. That would be weird. I had this one kid come up to me at work. It was Bring Your Kids to Work Day. So this kid comes up to me, and it's one of my coworkers' kids, and he taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, are you Chinese or Japanese?" Right? I was like, damn, we could have started with hello. But I guess this is where we are in the conversation. And like I said before, I told you guys that I'm Korean. I'm not Chinese or Japanese. So I thought this would be a good time to educate him. So I tell him honestly, I'm like, actually, I'm Korean. And the look that he gave me was absolutely priceless. because he had no idea there are more than 2 options available for that question.